What's up, guys? I'm Mike D'Antonio, founder and CEO of StockedUp, and welcome back to the Stocks with Mike and Tom show. We have an amazing episode for you guys today. We're going to be talking about the best stocks to watch out for tomorrow. We're going to be going over a lot of important news today, a lot of good stocks like Tesla running up 7.5%, Zoom earnings tomorrow, and then at the end of the video, we're going to be answering all of your guys' questions and then going over a $5.3 million options trade. So we have a lot in store for you guys today, a lot of great things, a lot of good plays to watch out for right now. So Tom, what are futures looking like right now?
Yeah, right now futures are down the S&P is down about 15, 20 points right now, but they do look like they're trying to climb their way back up right here. But they are down definitely after Trump just had that big announcement where he said he's going to appoint a military officer to lead the riots here.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, Trump just had a news conference pretty much where he said, hey guys, if things keep getting worse with all these riots, he is going to send in the military, which should hopefully solve the problem. You know, hopefully it does. But at first, the first reaction to this news was negative for the market. Right now, it's down about 131 points. The Dow is in futures right now. And guys, so if you guys are new here, don't forget to subscribe to see our daily stock market videos every single day on your homepage. So with that being said, Tom, if you want to go over what went down with Tesla today.
Yeah, Tesla was awesome today. They were definitely the best day trade of the day for sure. They definitely on open, you could see they gapped up in pre-market and then just shot up today, a total of about 7.5%. And you can see they even broke that 900 barrier that people were a little worried about earlier today. But they just had a very nice day where they had that early morning momentum, and then they even shot up. And shout out to the guys in Discord who said it wouldn't break it today. I told you all I thought it was going to break it, and you guys were giving me some flack. So it ended up breaking it. I told you.
Yeah. So on top of just a crazy move with Tesla today, up 7.5%. How about how we alerted this in yesterday's video? So in yesterday's video, the unusual option were the Tesla 900 strike calls that expired this week for June 5th, right? It was an unusual option, had about $10.6 million in it. We called it out in yesterday's video, and we called them out. So if you would have picked them up this morning, they're about $1,000 each, right? Today they hit highs of 2,600. So it's a great margin of opportunity. So awesome job with that. There are a lot of just good opportunities with Tesla right now. As of how it looks right now, I mean, Tesla's looking a little bit weak in after hours, but on a daily, Tesla looks very strong. You know what I mean? So we might see a 3 or 4 day runner here. It just depends on the morning. But, as long as we could just kind of maintain the levels we're at, like in after hours, about anywhere from 900 to 890, maybe 885, we should be good for a 3 to 4 day run on Tesla. What do you think?
Yeah, I really like them. I really think that you're going to have a solid resistance around that $1,000 mark. So obviously, once they start approaching 1,000, that's where I'd start to get a little worried. But I really like the momentum right now and how they close very high. But like you said, they do look like they have some downwards momentum, but they still have not crossed back below that 100 SMA yet. So I still like them.
Yeah, and then the main reason Tesla's up is because of the SpaceX successful rocket launch and landing and all that. Pretty much, we are not trading. SpaceX is not publicly traded, right? But people like to buy Tesla in the sense that SpaceX is doing good because they now have more confidence in Elon. Elon Musk is the CEO of Tesla. So they just have more confidence in him. And in turn, Tesla stock did very well today. So now we're going to talk about another stock that did really, really well today, and it's Zoom. So Tom, if you want to talk about that.
Yeah, Zoom did very well today as well, and they do have earnings tomorrow, which could be the reason that they were up so large today in anticipation of those earnings. So be careful of a pullback with the earnings because a lot of times they like to really price these in leading up into earnings. But Obviously, Zoom's been doing very well lately. Everything is showing that they're going to have good earnings. But the thing is are they already priced in or not? That's my main concern right now. But if they aren't priced in and they do end up going up, that's going to be a very significant rise for them.
Yeah, exactly. So guys, like Tom just said, Zoom can come out with amazing earnings tomorrow and still fall. And that's because these earnings might already be priced in because look how high the stock is. You know, like in the past 6 months, the low was $62. Now we're sitting at 205. You know, like that's a huge increase. But like we said, even if Zoom crushes it with earnings tomorrow, they can still go down. So personally, with the Zoom, I was watching this all day long. I wish I got in this earlier in the morning. I totally missed it. I saw it at open, but I personally missed it. But I was watching Zoom just go higher and higher and higher and higher and higher all day long. And I just couldn't believe, like, we're sitting at a 14% up day on Zoom right now. And, you know, it closed at about 203, and we're hitting highs of what, about 208 in after hours. So, or actually 209, sorry. So, you know, that's a huge move. Earnings, I never trade earnings because they're just so volatile. And even if you pick the right direction, you could still lose money. So I will not be trading Zoom earnings. But yeah, you can play this as a momentum trade though. Same with Tesla. So now on to the official momentum trades for today. We have a list of 5 stocks for you guys today. The first one is Zoom. Pretty much we're just looking for a continuation. So, Tom, what was the high on Zoom today? And then we'll probably want to go to the after hours chart just to get that extra level of safety.
Yeah, definitely. I'm watching for it to break above 210 because it ended up hitting 209.74.
Yeah, so guys, if Zoom breaks above 210, we will be looking at this in a bullish sense. Pretty much you could buy calls, you could buy the stock, you can sell puts, you can buy call spreads, you can do there's a lot of different ways, but we'll be looking at it in a bullish sense. The next one is DBX.
Yep, Dropbox, their high today was 23.62.
Yep, so if we see a break over, so what are we looking at, Tom?
I would say look for a break above 23.80. I would look at.
Okay, so if we see a break over 23.80, we will be looking at this in a bullish sense. And then we have Tesla.
Yep, Tesla, the other good one today. Look for a break above 904.
Yep, 904. So if we see a break over 904, that's what we'll be watching. And then we have CrowdStrike.
I really like this one, bouncing right off the 100 SMA. Watch for a break above 97.
Yep, 97. And then we have MAR, which is Marriott. Let's take a look at this.
Yep, Marriott, I would go above 96.
96. So you guys heard it, 96. That's where those are the levels we're looking at for tomorrow on all these momentum trades. We are pretty much just looking for these stocks to break the levels we just listed and then run up even higher. And for all of these stocks, we're looking at it in a bullish sense. And now on to the unusual options activity for today. We have a $5.3 million option for today. We will be looking at the Beyond 140 strike calls that expire this week, which is June 5th. So I'm going to say that again, the Beyond 140 calls that expire this week, June 5th. We have about $5.3 million put into this play. So Beyond had a ton of momentum today too. It was a little bit choppy throughout the day. It wasn't sky high like Tesla or Zoom, but on a daily chart, it does have a lot of momentum. We do have a resistance level at 140 and then another one at 145. So we do have a couple major resistance levels pretty close to the stock price right now. But considering how close these 140 strike calls are to the money, you know, they're like $1.50 out of the money. And considering the time frame, I think there's a decent chance that whoever is trading these $5.3 million is actually buying these options. So with all unusual options activity, we know that they are trading the Beyond 140 calls. We just don't know if they are buying them or selling them. So, you know, right now it looks like it could be either way. The Tesla calls, they obviously bought them because they shot up 300% the next day. But with Beyond, it's kind of like a 50-50. So in order to play Beyond successfully, this is the plan you might want to follow. If Beyond shoots up, kind of like Tesla did today. So Tom, if you could pull up like a Tesla chart, we could see that the unusual options activity from yesterday's video. We said, hey, if Tesla's up, this is going to be a good play. So if Beyond is shooting up in the morning, then these Beyond 140 calls are going to be a good play. However, if Beyond sinks down, then they aren't. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense for you guys. And now we're going to answer your guys' questions from the previous episode. So with the first question, we have Jacob saying, feel like the protests are going to affect the market if it doesn't stop soon. So thankfully, so he posted this on yesterday's video before the market opened. So thankfully, the protests didn't affect the market too much, really at all, to be honest. I mean, we finished up on the day today. The Dow finished up about 100 points. So, thankfully there hasn't been like a major effect yet. However, we do see a small effect in futures right now. Dow futures down about 130 points, but it doesn't look like anything too like nothing major, So first of all, thank you so much for the comment, Jacob. And then we have Rohit saying, so much happened in the world this weekend. It's crazy. I'm totally with you. Definitely a crazy world. Hopefully everything just calms down. 2020 has been a crazy year so far. We have COVID. We have in the beginning of the year with the stuff with China. Now we have these protests. I mean, it's just, hopefully, it could be a lot worse, but hopefully everything gets better soon. So, and then we have Whitney saying, what should we do when you give out a price to watch for a momentum stock, but then it gets bypassed in after hours? So that's the break, Whitney. So if it breaks in after hours, the break is right there. So it could be a good trade right at open. So like, for example, with like Zoom, for example, if we say to watch over 210 and it breaks over 210 in after hours and it's just shooting up right at the open, then you already have the break. And then it would be good to trade. So then we have Ronnie saying, love the content, boys. AMD for the win, Tom. How's AMD doing?
AMD did okay today, very choppy, but if you traded it, it would have been very good today.
Yeah, I mean, premium selling could be good. IV's pretty low right now. So, I do see there might be an opportunity for AMD sometime soon, if we could get a better sense of price direction. The options are pretty cheap right now, so I'll be eyeing them out. We have Rob saying, another great vid. What do you think about retail stocks like Macy's and Bed Bath and Beyond? So let's take a look. Tom, do you know the ticker for Bed Bath and Beyond?
No, I don't.
Oh no, it's BBBY.
Oh, okay.
So BBBY. Macy's. I mean, I can never put my money into a stock like Macy's right now. Just looking at that chart. Same thing with Bed Bath and Beyond right now. Can they be good trades? Yes, they can be. But I'm looking for something like, if I'm to buy a stock, I'm looking for something where I could sleep, easy at night, something where I know they're not on the verge of bankruptcy or whatever the case is. Amazon's not going to take them over. Like a stock I like is like, for example, like Verizon or Costco or Coca-Cola or Apple or, Amazon, Google, Facebook, things like that. So hopefully that answers your question. They can be good trades, but they're risky and they're just not in a good fundamental standpoint, how I see it right now.
Yeah, I do kind of like the way it's starting to curve up here. So I think I see why they're asking it, but yeah, like he said, it's just so risky.
Yeah. And then we have Tanner saying, yes, love it. Can't wait for tomorrow. Absolutely. We have Richard saying, thank you for answering my question. Still holding one ERI 60 strike call for September. Let's see how much more it can go up this week. I will definitely be looking at Tesla. Maybe grab a couple to just piggyback. Crowd and ZS is definitely on my watch list. Crowd has earnings this week. Let's go. Awesome job, guys. So thank you for the comment. And I really hope you got into Tesla because it exploded today. And then, Tom, how did ERI do? I'm just curious.
They did pretty decent, but we're really looking for them to break this little channel right here.
Yep. And then we have Blake saying, can you go over the unusual options volume on IYR and why you think it's there? So, Blake, if you could comment on this video, what strike it is, what expiration, and the call or put. There's literally like 600 different options for IYR. So, if you could help me out real quick and just give me a little bit more details, and we could definitely go over that. So, thank you for the comment, Blake. And then we have Ape saying, I'm an hour away from Minneapolis. So, stay safe. Hopefully everything goes good. I'm very close to Chicago. So things are going crazy here. So, hopefully everything calms down. Thank you for the comment. And then we have Beast saying, thanks for answering my question, guys. But this question is mainly for Tom since he loves DraftKings like myself. Hey, Tom, would it be crazy to play calls on DraftKings at $45, 40 at the strike 45, expiring on the 5th?
Yeah, I definitely think it would be crazy, Beast. But the thing is that they definitely shot up today a nice 10%. So if you would have played that as a momentum play, it could have been a very nice play for you because you could see that they broke their high as soon as the open happened. So if you would have gotten into those calls right there, I bet you that would have been a fantastic play. But with how much that they went up today and everything, I'm not too sure how much it would continue up for the rest of the week. But if you played those today, this morning, definitely, that definitely would have been a nice play.
Yeah, and I know, Beast, I know you were asking Tom, but I'll just give my input too. So with DraftKings, keep in mind we are now on a 6-day green streak, and it went from $28 to almost 45, went from 28 to like 44. So it had quite a move in the past 6 days. Huge percentage gains, like 10% today. The trend is there. Just keep in mind that its options are crazy expensive, 110% implied volatility right now. So just know that it is crazy. It's kind of like a gamble, but the trend is definitely in your favor. And then he also said, what do you guys think about Zynga, ZNGA? They just bought a game developer with 12 million active daily users. So ZNGA has had quite the momentum in the past couple of days. They're adding value to their company. Like you pointed out with acquiring. Um, I personally just see it as a momentum play because I don't really trade or invest in stocks this low. What do you think, Tom?
Yeah, same thing. I just don't invest in ones this low, but I've heard of them and I've watched them for a long time. And, I've always seen their stock as a penny stock ever since I've gotten into trading. So, it's been something I've always watched, but I'm happy that they're going up towards $10 a share. But, at the same time, once again, it's so heavily, so it's went up so heavily, in the past, couple of days that it's just so risky that why would you risk money on this when you could get into plays like Tesla today that was a lot safer, not safer per se, but
Like a
you know what
better
I'm
risk
saying.
reward scenario almost.
Yeah, definitely. Like you're looking at the risk reward here is just not it's not enough for you because if you lose on a play like Zynga, you could lose 20% very quickly, and it's so low in price that if they have a bad day, you're talking a 20% drop.
Yeah, like obviously, like Tesla, most likely the stock most likely wouldn't fall 20% in a day. It can. Tesla's a volatile stock, but Zynga is just kind of like it's more risky in the sense that it's not as big as a company, and they're just it just has that kind of like a small cap type risk. So I know what you mean, Tom, and I'm with you on that one. So we have Max saying, good night, guys. Futures are back in the positive after being down about 200. So if any indication is that the markets may be lower in the AM and then go higher in the afternoon, I think it may be reversed. But hey, just like many things make no sense, so does the market at times. LOL. So yeah, definitely agree with you on that. Futures were down actually like close to 400 points yesterday and ran up green like 100 points. So, I'm totally with you on sometimes the market just doesn't make sense. So we'll see what happens there. But we have Nigel saying Elon Musk endorsed Andrew Yang, both amazing problem solvers with clear visions they're passionate about. So, yep. And then we have Mike saying, I'm up 16% on VTIQ today. Merger announcement happens next week, ? So have you been following VTIQ, Tom?
No, I haven't, but I have not been following the news, but I've definitely been following their stock, but not the news.
Yeah, I've been following their stock a little bit too. Yeah, so we don't really know. We haven't done research on this stock. They're kind of like a cheap stock. We talked about this stock a couple days ago, they went from $13 to $35 in a couple days. So it's just kind of like almost one of those like pump and dumps almost. But I do see the news of the merger. So we will keep you updated on that. And then we have X saying, thanks for the update, guys. Really appreciate your work here. Absolutely. And thank you for the comment. Then we have Sam saying it's going up, up, and away. Yep. And then Hunter, great video, guys. Super pumped for this week. Us too. I'm curious to see what the Tesla move, even beyond too. Let's see. We have Ali saying, great video, guys. Tesla sure sounds like free money. Can you do a video on some undervalued stocks right now that are still a great buy for the long term? So yeah, Tesla definitely was free money today. Absolutely nailed that one on the head. And Ali, we made a video, I would say, like 2 weeks ago, Tom, about dividend stocks. So
Yeah.
look back like 2 weeks ago under our videos, and we made a video on dividend stocks. That video will answer your question perfectly. We have Vu saying, thank you for another good video. Absolutely. Jacob saying sound issues again. So Jacob, we both use pretty expensive microphones and we have the same settings. So the audio is pretty consistent in each video. So it might be on your end. If not, let us know, but thank you for your comment. And then we have Keith saying, hey guys, what do you think about JP Morgan, XBI? What about calls or puts on IDEXX, or should I buy shares? Thank you, Beast, for bringing IDEXX to our attention. So let's take a look at JP Morgan real quick. Up about 1% today. I saw some of the bank stocks were doing pretty good today, like Citigroup was doing good. Bank of America did decent. Goldman Sachs did decent too. This can either be like a falling, like kind of like catching a falling knife, almost like no. It would be more of like a fake out. Can you go to like a daily, Tom? I'm trying to like illustrate what pattern it is. So this right here could either be just like a small pullback into a greater uptrend, or this could just be like a fake out for that. So it could be like a fake out dip buy. So we kind of just have to wait and see with that. But how it's looking in after hours, it looks like financials might get hit tomorrow. We're, like we said, we have to kind of like wait and see. So let's take a look at XBI.
Yeah.
XBI, the biotech ETF. So it looks like it's doing good, mainly because of Corona, So I'm just curious how their options look, because I know on some of these ETFs, the options are illiquid. Let me see. XBI seems to have some decent options. They look good. I wouldn't trade it because it's a slow mover. I'm looking for something where I have volatility to trade with options, right? And I also wouldn't hold this long term because I'm not, I don't like to have this type of, I don't like to be weighted like in this type of ETF. However, it might be a good hold for you, but I just know for me, I kind of like my safer value stocks. And then we have IDXX we wanted to talk about. So, looks very, very similar to XBI's chart. And I believe someone was commenting on a previous episode how they have something to do with Corona vaccines or like test kits or whatever. So, they're doing good. There's kind of like a slow mover. So it wouldn't be a play for options or a long-term hold for me, but it might be for you. It's just, I don't personally like this type of trade. So with that being said, Tom, do you have any last minute stocks, options, anything to go over for today?
Yeah, that's funny that he was actually bringing up JPM, because I was actually going to say that JPM puts, I really like those for this week. I like the JPM 96 puts for around $75 each. I really think that those bank stocks are going to get hit tomorrow based off of the after hours movement and the technicals that I see right now.
So what strike was it again?
96.
96 strike puts that expired this week, June 5th. So yeah, it looks like a decent play. After hours movement looks like it could very well happen. Right now, Dow futures are currently down 120 points. So we'll see how long this can stay like this for. So with that being said, guys, I just want to thank all you guys so much for watching. And I want to give a shout out to everyone who has been subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting on these videos. We really, really appreciate it. So if you guys don't know, if you guys comment on the videos, we answer your questions live, and then in turn, it helps grow the YouTube channel. So it's a total win-win. So if you guys have questions, let us know in the comments down below, and we will answer them live in the next video. Also, don't forget to subscribe. It really, really helps grow the channel. The YouTube channel has been exploding lately, so I just want to thank everyone who is contributing to that. And also, guys, you know, like we said, any questions or anything, let us know in the comments down below. If you guys like this video or learned something, please don't forget to hit that like button. Other than that, thanks for watching.